Come close, then we can just like
Go in front.
like old friends catch up, we share on it. Okay, very free and easy. Okay, I won't make your life tough. Okay, come over. So because the mic has some problem, so I am going to share without mic. Yeah, come, please. Great, yeah. Oh. Okay. So good evening, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, or the great guest. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is John Zhang. Okay, 我姓张的。Okay. So originally I was born in China. Then I grew up in Malaysia. So I did my degree in Australia. So they call it I made in China, assembly Malaysia, package in Australia. Okay? So that's very lucky that we had this chemistry of bonding that among management like 8 years ago we started this company called Ventures. So our great brother, Mr. Adam, or one of the director, the boss of the company. So we are here today, invited by all the guests. Because Andrew told me he came every month. People feel bored about him already. Yeah. Come over, okay? Whatever I say, something new. Good or not good, tomorrow I go back to care already. Okay, so, well, tonight I want to take this opportunity to share with you the product of Ventures Healing Ministry. So what is the meaning for healing? What is healing? Okay, I'm not asking questions. For me, already okay. So, by definition, healing is a process of recovery treatments. So, healing in Ventures, okay, with Ventures, a definition of healing is quite broad. Okay, not only physically for your health, okay, but as you know, healing with us, okay, is also among our relationship, families, okay, or financial status, many things. Okay, life is like a wheel, okay, and not just in business, also family, friendship, many things. So in Ventures, okay, we have very strong belief in the healing ministry. By definition, is that here is the center of healing. Create a healing miracle, not only for your physical body, but also your relationship, your life, your value with your families, with your friends. Okay, that's why we have this training program hosted by our great CEO, Mr. KG Lim. All right, how many of you has attended our talk? No, none of you. Okay, please, if you have a chance, you can come and join us in our talk. Okay, it's a very unique program. Okay, to train, to share with you a lot of good theory and the values. That's what we are believe and the part of our culture, okay, of our company. So, Ventures stands for the meaning of value and tradition of success. That's why we come across with the name. So why I talk about this, because it's very important. I want to keep re-emphasize everywhere I go, okay, whatever we do, okay, we carry our value, okay, we set our goal, we set our mission and visions towards to our value for what we believe, okay. So we have a good products, we want to show the good product, we want to achieve the healing purpose. We have a good program, okay, we have something to share with you. It's also part of healing. Ventures is just like a family to me, okay. There is no someone better than others. Okay, we are like a family, really like a family. Very easy, very chill. Okay, and our new program VRP also like a partnership relations. It's not distributor and the company. It's we all partners, and we make our money together. Okay, yeah. So why I talk about emphasize on this, another reason is this is very much leads towards to the fundamental decision whereby whether they choose our products, select our new products. Okay, so each of that products we bring in and make sure it's very strong, effective to you. Okay, it's very unique. Okay, and it really give you the maximum value of healing. That is the things I want to talk about tonight. Is the biotechnology. It's called plant stem cell. Okay, how many of you have heard of it? Plant stem cell. Plant stem cell. You heard about placenta.
Yeah.
You heard about human plant stem cell.
Yes.
You heard about their placenta. You heard many of things. Apple stem cell. Yesterday I was in Missouri. Someone talked about mushroom stem cell.
Oh.
Okay, so you came to the right place here tonight. I will go. You will follow me to understand in deep what is, by definition, plant stem cell, the technology, the application. Okay, the sources. Okay, so here let's take our time. Starting with this, the largest living organism on the earth is plant. Do you agree with me? Okay, animals, humans, the longest you can live is 100 over years. For animals, maybe more, few hundred years. Okay, but for the plant, you look at the picture on the left. The moose is about 80 years old, 80,000 years old. I'm sorry. Okay, the pine tree in the U.S. on the right side of the picture shows it's 5,070 years old tree. A tree can live over decades of centuries. Okay, up to 80,000 years. Okay. But compare with the animals, okay, unlikely the animals it will be migrants from one place to another place. Correct now? Why? Because if during the very crucial environment, animals have something can run. So the birds from north to the south, okay, they're always like migrants on the. You find out in this. Africa continent, okay, there are lots of animals always do that from one place to another place, like birds, okay, from northern city to the south. Why? Because they're trying to avoid the crucial environment which is threatening their life. Okay, that's something in their genes. Okay, they don't have a GPS. Okay, but they can find their way. Okay, but unlikely the plants cannot run. Have you seen any plant run away?
No.
The coconut tree right in front of your house. Next morning, oh, neighbor place, another day run again. No, right? Plants cannot run away. So, if plants have lived through a very crucial environment, and that ability built inside the plant, which is inside its coding inside their genes, that's their ability, something very special. Okay, so they can live under very crucial environments, such as minus 40, 50 degrees centigrade. Okay, some plants can live in the desert. Okay, the temperature difference up to 80 or 90 degrees centigrade. Some plants can live in the water. Okay, so all these built plants with very strong, unique character. And second point, which is important, only we find out on the plant is plant have a self-recovery system. Okay, once the leaf cut the branch, it grow back again. Okay, the animals or human beings, we cut off their hands, they come back again. No way, right? So that is something. Okay, make the plants is very unique. So the origin of this strong vitality, it came from the immortal cells of the plant, which is inside of their genes. Okay, inside them we call it stem cell or plant stem cell. So where does this plant stem cell are located inside of their tissue and cells? Okay, here you look at it. It's just like a skin. Okay, the tissue, the plant tissue also carry epidermis, cambium, cortex, okay, layer by layers. Yeah, when I see from the microscope. The plant stem cell, okay, which is the slit at this layer called cambium. You see, very deep, low, thin layer. It's all the dots. That's where the plant stem cell, okay, all located. Okay. So in the development, in the history of this botanic industry from 160 years to 170 years ago, we just started until today. Okay, before our technology, okay, there's none of any organization or professor have been successfully isolated the plant stem cell from the Cambrian level. Why? Because it's so thin. It's so thin, okay, and it's very fragile. So anyway, they are trying to reach the area, may damage or broke the Cambrian layer. So they are unable to isolate the plant stem cells successfully. Okay, this is the major challenges. Okay. So what are the difference between, then people ask, oh, if like what you say, then I heard a lot of products like apple stem cell, mushroom stem cell, all kind of plant stem cells, which has been in the market for decades. Since 2000, you already find such a product in the market, correct? Why you claim that your technology is the latest and the only one? It's because the stem cell is all located at Cambrian level. Okay. What others so far in the market you find out before is called a callus. Callus is the part where the tissue has been damaged, then the growing back, the growing back. The part they grow back is called a callus. Callus. So it's, you see, once some of the trees you cut it, they have some liquid come out. Yeah, that's liquid, gel form or liquid, white color, whatever it is. They slowly, they healing, they grow back. The part of the cell, okay, is called a callus. What is the difference between Cambrian and callus? Okay, very simple. Cambrian is the master cell. It's undifferentiated cell. Okay, but the callus is a differentiated cell. You see the difference? No. One is a master cell, just like for us, men and women. Then there's a sperm and the worm to get ovary. They get what do you call it? I forgot the terms. Okay, so then they become a master cell. The master cell will stay for grow itself for 2 months. After 2 months, the master cell is the undifferentiated split. Okay, it become thousands of different type of cells, and all these the same cells going together from the tissue and the organs. So the cells like the hair cells, liver cells, kidney cells, okay, bone cells, all these cells come together become the tissue and part of the body. That's those cells after those cells called differentiated cell, which is already changed. The master cell, where a master cell is undifferentiated. So the undifferentiated cell which carries the original code and genes of the master plan. The master plan. So by 2005, this Professor Kim is from Korea. Okay, incidentally, he threw out some of the experiments. Okay, they find out there's a way to isolate the plant stem cell from the Cambrian level successfully. Okay, then he trying to publish his thesis to the world by 2005, but no one believed. A professor came from a second world country, okay, has been resolved a problem that we hasn't It's been puzzling us for the last 160 or 170 years. Okay. So by 2010, his funding has been successfully published at the top cover page of Natural Biotechnology. Okay, at that year, okay, the whole world had been recognized his research results. Okay, and then from 2005 to 2013 is 5 years. So why take him 5 years to let the world recognize him? Okay, because he has going to form collaboration with the University of Edinburgh from UK. It's a medical school. Okay, Edinburgh is a quite very famous university in UK. Okay, it has been come up from 3 prime ministers of UK came out from Edinburgh University, and there is about 19 Nobel Prize winners from the same universities. Okay, so he has been working with a group together with collaboration with University of Edinburgh. This professor, I forgot his name. He's in charge of one of the lab, okay, bio lab, okay, in Edinburgh. Collaboration with Professor Kim Jin. So with 5 years study, okay, the Edinburgh has been recognized his approach, has been come up with their own thesis and published through under the name of Edinburgh University, whereby the whole world has been recognized it. The entire process takes 5 years. Okay, so up to today, CMC technology, this approach to extract plant stem cell, has successfully isolated for decades for the tens of dozens of rare plants, like the eel tree. You know the eel tree. The eel tree is 1,200 years old. The tree used very famous for treated cancer. Okay, 红豆杉. Another is a well ginseng, more than 50 years old, well ginseng. Okay, and Kingo organic tomatoes and others. Those are the plants, okay, able to preserve their stem cell through this technology. That's give us a chance that, you know, in this whole world, there's a lot of plants that's it become very rare, and before it's eliminated. So using through this technology, you're able to preserve the stem cell. Okay, so this is very meaningful. So the first cooperation with this technology is United Nations. Okay, this foundation program. Through this technology, able to preserve all the rare plants. Okay, keep their stem cell in the stem cell bank. Stem cell bank. There's one of the stem cell that we are using today in our application through the products. We're using the well ginseng stem cell. Okay, the ginseng, the scientific name of Panax ginseng. The Panax is coming from Greek language. The meaning of all for all healing, for all healing. Okay, that's why it's very matched with our value and our principle for our healing ministry. So the real ginseng, the well ginseng contains the active component called real ginsengoside, RG3, RG5, RH2. All this real ginsengoside is very high bioavailability, which only exists inside of this real well ginseng. Well ginseng. And you cannot find this substance in the common ginseng or cultivated ginseng. You see, in Korea, there's one of ginseng, very famous. It's called red ginseng. Red ginseng. Red ginseng is not naturally born ginseng, but it's a fermented. It's a 5-year ginseng or 3-year ginseng, cultivated ginseng, and they are doing through a fermented process. Okay, and become red ginseng. The red ginseng is a function of promoting your circulation, enhancing your qi. In Chinese, they call it qi. Okay, but the difference between the real the planted ginseng and the well ginseng in the component here. Okay, on the right side, RG3, RG2 PPD are the rear ginseng side, which are the functional components, okay, of the ginseng. The RB1, which you can easily find out from all other cultural ginseng. The RB1, which is very low bioavailability, okay. That's why you take the Korean ginseng or China ginseng, okay, not American ginseng. Those ginseng you feel very heaty, called that heatiness. The heatiness is a side effect from the RB1. Okay, whereby the RG3, RG2, or PPD are high bioavailability, which means you are easily to be absorbed by your body. Then it doesn't cause any side effects, which are all the functional ingredients, and those of the thesis has been written in the Western medical world are RG3, RG2, PPD. Okay, and this is our production for commercialization. You see, when we get to know this company, this technology, is have to go back to 2001, 2015 or 2016. Okay, by incident or friends of us, okay, introduced about this new technology, because we before this ventures, we are coming from a background of manufacturer. Okay, we are manufacturing for supplement, beauty products, OEM beauty products, supplements, and medical, some of the medical devices. Okay, so we get a chances to access a lot of raw materials. Okay, and this is one of the professor in China has been working in Korea before, sharing us about this new technology called CMC. And I went there by end of 2015. Okay, when I visited into their institute, I was so impressed. Okay, because they has been showing me the whole process of how they extract, cultivate. Okay, and all this facility and the condition is much higher than the GMP standard. Okay, it's more than I think. You talk about there's a you see there's a number to measure the level of the appearance of your factory environment. For us, for GMP, it's about 100,000 part per million. But for them, they go up to 1 million and above, which means in that area they have less residues in the airs. So that's why I went there. I said I'm very impressed, and they share me a lot of this plant technology. But the problem is they cannot commercialize that time, 2015, 2016. So I left this quite disappointed. 3 years after, 2018, I remember 2018 Chinese New Year, they call me again. They say, John, now we are able to mass production, to commercialize my technology to product, and we are successfully able to produce the numbers of the stem cell for commercialization. Are you interested to come and visit? Then I went there again. I bring my whole team, Mr. Adam, Mr. KG. Okay, we went to visit third time with all the team. That time they have a branch institute in Shenzhen, China. Okay, that's where we get to know this. Okay, we get to know this. So we launched this product by end of 2019 or beginning of 2020. We're right before the pandemic, after the trip of Turkey. Remember, after back to Turkey, then closed down, shut down the whole country. MCO, the first MCO. That's where we launched. So we don't really have a chance to share, okay, this technology and product face to face. Okay, the time we conduct a lot of online trainings. Okay, and well, we would like to this opportunity to come back again with this the new technology. And after today's, after the sharing, I want to feel like, wow, this is something really very powerful and very meaningful for us. So why I say this technology is very, is a cutting edge technology, and it's one of the world, is the result. But for botanic industry, to us, okay, in manufacturing, we felt like this is really a breakthrough. Okay, of all in the history of, we talk about TCM, or we talk what any of the herbal products, or in the botanic industry, one of the major challenges is standardization and the measurements. Okay, that's why the mainstream of the Western medical world, it doesn't recognize it, for the reason because whatever the drugs, you can standardize it, you can measure it, compound the content, and then through the clinical trial, you're able to know how the effectiveness can go up to, like, okay, related with the dosages of the drugs that it takes. Okay, but you come to the botanic, like herbs, natural herbs, it's very hard. Why? Because the herbs, the content of the component of herbs, is changing from time to time. Okay, I give an example. You see, one of the ingredients inside of this purita, look purita, is lotus leaf. Lotus leaf. You see, lotus leaf, before the flower blowing, the component inside the lotus leaf and after the flower blowing are different. It's very different. And the compound, the active compound of the lotus leaf or any other plants also affected by geographically. Are you agree with me? So if I say some of the herbs they plant in this area, only this area in the entire planet can create this kind of compound. You plant the same thing other places, okay, it doesn't carry this much compound, or they don't have this compound entirely. Ginseng in China, in Korea, ginseng is very they're very nourishing. Okay, but in American ginseng, same longitude, American ginseng is very cooling, but totally different characters. Okay, but it's from the same family. So if from Western point of view, they are all called ginseng, correct now? But they are totally two different things. Example like this, there are many. All the herbs and plants facing the same problem. But if you cannot standardize it, then you cannot measure it. Then you cannot claim what are the component is effective enough to treat. And then you cannot claim the function. But that is the major challenges that we're facing in this botanical industry. So then, from time to time, the technology has improved. It come out something called standardized extractions. But standardized extraction, it only extract to a certain level, not up to the component. Why I say the component? The component which are the effective component like Rg3, Rg2, the chemical structure inside. The standard extraction, like they use alcohol or true water, you know, like we boil the herbs, from 3 bowl become 1 bowl. Okay, from 100 kg become 1 kg. Then they say this kind of extraction. But that extraction and here are totally two different things that we're talking about. Okay, so the standardization and what we're trying to say is the component inside of the plants, that if you can standardize it, if you can measure it, then you are able to claim the function of the product. When you turn to the commercialization, you're able to measure what kind of dosage, how many you take it. You see, that is the big breakthrough. So here I want to give a little bit more explanation of what I'm saying just now. Okay, throughout the CMC technology, okay, this is the mother plant. You look at here is the mother plant, and for example, this is the mother plant. So the mother plant carry the component of A, B, C, D. Okay, A, B, C, D in different colors. Okay, and the compound also, the potency also different. So this is like, for example, this is the ginseng. This is the mother ginseng, well mother ginseng. Okay, they carry about A, B, C, D. Throughout the CMC technology, when we isolated the master cell, which is the stem cell, a true stem cell, okay, from the Cambrian, remember it's the Cambrian layer, the stem cell. The stem cell carried all this A, B, C, D. Agree with me? That's the original code of the plants. So, through the CMC technology, we're able to alter this component towards to what we want to have. And that is another big achievement. We can alter in three perspectives. One is enhancement, specification, and diversification. Okay, what does that mean to you? For example, mother plant have A, B, C, D. Through the environment temperature control, okay, you know when we culturing we isolated the plant stem cell. Then we culturing, right? We culturing the time to control the weather, the temperature, okay, the light, okay, the environment, okay. We're able to know, okay, inside of this master cell, some of component will be increasing. So back to the example here. For example, I want RG3. Okay, then I know, oh, throughout experiment, I know if I increasing the temperature up to this much and suddenly drop to that much, that will trigger the cell, because the way of culturing, you give a lot of the cell live in the nutrients, right? So they can, when we are trying to more how should I say? We're trying to creating the environment, like the cell live in a very crucial environment whereby the component will grow. Okay, so in this case, like I say, I want this component have the highest of D. I increase temperature to 40, suddenly jump to -20. Okay, then I put a lot of light on it, maybe 18 hours, 16 hours. Okay, creating a similar environment which cause that plant component will be enhanced. So you see, all these things can be controllable, right? So that's why I say it's very important. Then I also able to specify which component I want it, and to maximize and minimize other components which I don't need it. Why? Because all this has become achieved. All this achievement can be done after I isolated the stem cell successfully. You get what I mean now? So I even can diversify it. Why I call diversify? The mother plant carries the component A, B, C, D. Okay, then I can eliminate C and make the end product come A, B, and D. Okay, or B, C, and D. So through all these things, okay, after the isolation process, then we can standardize and measure the component, the active component, what we want from the substance from the plant. Okay. So far, okay? Okay. Example. Corn. You grow the corn when the season of the harvest. What you do? You cannot leave the corn in the farm, right? You need to pick it up. If you don't pick up on time, the corn will die off in the farm. Same. What we need is not the plant stem cell. What we need is the real component from the mother plant stem cell. After we culturing all the stem cells by controlling, okay, for our control, we're able to preserve that quantity of the active component, okay, for our commercialize. And then we can standardize it. After that, what we do, we kill the stem cell. After we kill the stem cell, we left the substance, the component. You see how the process is like. So that component which left the substance, we convert into a we commercialize into products. We call applications. Okay, application of the substance. The whole process, okay, is for the plant stem cell isolation. Then how can we standardize it? Okay, it's very simple. We use HPLC or GCMS. This is a testing method. 液相色谱检测或气象色谱检测. You see the peak. The horizontal here is the time. This is the readings. So at this maybe this 5 seconds, 15 seconds, you see the peak. Fair enough. Okay. This is what the graph representing one of the substance A. Okay. First batch, the mother plant. Then the first batch, second batch, third batch. Every batch we do the same testing. If the result comes with exactly at the same second with the same peak, come at the end of the graph exactly the same, means what? Means these two things are the same. That's how today. That's how the laboratory to test all the chemicals. Okay, through this parameter. You want to see whether these things contain this chemical or not. So this chemical, they have a graph like this. Okay, it's sent into a lab, the machine, it came out with another graph, you compare. If the graph compare exactly the same, it means what? It means the test items contain this substance. How accurate? Accurate up to part per million. Even you alter the chemical structure, it comes to like the same. You see some of the chemicals, you know, like they cut off some of the H or O, make it become smaller. Okay, but when they come with HPLC, this approach, we cannot run away. Okay, that's how we do we standardize the substance that we have. Okay, to make sure each of batch of the stem cell component of the stem cell that we have is the same. So all well ginseng originally is auctioned in Korea. It's more than 50 years old ginseng, old ginseng, live one. Okay, they do auction. After auction, they cut a small piece, extract the stem cell, then they sell the ginseng. Because ginseng is very expensive. It told me it cost them 500 or 600,000 USD by that time for one piece of more than 50 years old ginseng. So that's it. We call the mother plant. The mother plant. From the component of the ginseng, I do a research. Okay, you see all these are the RG3, RG5. This is towards this are the component towards the skin cell type cellular response. What does that mean? It means all this compound, okay, will affect our skin cells. As a result, it can have anti-inflammations, okay, anti-oxidations, for repairing the DNA damages, for anti-aging. Okay, the ginseng cell, the ginseng component from the stem cell have all this effect, which already recorded in the disease. So today, as I mentioned, okay, from the technology to the substance until the application with the end result of the product. Okay, what is the next? We need to know how effective of the substance. We need to go through a clinical study. That's how the botanical technology able to recognize by the Western world to the Western methodologies. Okay, it's clinical trial and studies. So today, the component of ginseng, real ginsenoside, the substance extract from or through our CMC technology okay, is able to achieve these 5 major areas of functions. Number 1 is enhancing immunity, anti-aging, antioxidant, prevention and treatment for cancer, prevention and treatment for liver diseases, prevention treatment for human immunodeficiency virus, which is HIV. You see all these numbers are the patent numbers. You take any of these numbers, you key on your Google, okay, you will see the disease. Okay, so all this has been scientifically proven. That's why I say, if you're trying to, today you want to come out and rectify, say, okay, my product have these effects. So you cannot simply say, claim that I'm the one, okay? There must be a trace of you can tracing back from the beginning of technology into the substance, into the application, okay? So far, these 5 areas has been proven, okay, scientifically. So these are the papers I just screenshot cover. You see, these are the, you can see I do some highlight journals from pharmaceutical biology, all these journals and articles. I print some of it. I show you some of it. These are the first thesis has been come up and ratified by Edinburgh universities, okay? And after Edinburgh University announced this to the world by 2010, it's the first time the whole world has been recognized this technology from this Professor G, okay, the CMC technology. So after that, I'm very proudly to share with you, we are the one and the only of the technology in the whole world, okay, claim we are with plant stem cell technology. Plant stem cell technology. It's patented, okay. We are patent. We call the whole full package, full coverage of patent. What does that mean? Okay, we are patent. The first thing, the first we patent is the biotechnology, it's the CMC. It's a technology how we isolate the stem cell from cambium layer successfully. Okay, we patent that. And not only that, in addition, we also patent the substance that we're able to extract from the natural substance, we're able to extract from the stem cell. Okay, we patent that. And at the end, we also patent the function of the application. So you see here, if you see the logic behind of that. So from technology to the substance and to the application. So we have been patent the entire process, okay, for the isolation of plant stem cell towards until the application. So you have no way coming to copy us. You see, that's very important. So we have patent all of it. And we have patent in the 4 major organizations in the world is WIPO, the World Intellectual Property Organization, US, China, and Korea. Okay, so which means we already registered these 3 applications, these 3 areas we recognize by these 4 organizations. Once you're organized by this, don't say 4, any 2 of it mean you are covered, you are protected by the whole world. Okay, so that's we are very proudly to share it. We are the one and only plant stem cell. So that's why after 2010, all other plant stem cell, which they called before, have renamed it, become a plant cells. So apple stem cell become apple cell. They cannot claim plant apple stem cell. Okay, so you find others, then you let us know. We eventually can take legal. We can inform the Korea to take legal action against them. Okay. These are the certificates from day 1 to today. I think it's probably 64 or 68. So by 2026, where they start to collaborate with the Edinburgh University, these are the institute and companies has been working together with them in Korea. one of the major founding member of this program in Edinburgh is Johnson & Johnson. That's why by today, Johnson & Johnson is one of the largest partner or a strategic alliance partner with the CMC, the Pentel Korea. Okay, so Johnson & Johnson using their technology, just like us, okay, they are using the leverage on their technology, their substance, and also application into their own products. Okay, so Johnson & Johnson come across with pharmaceutical, supplements, beauty products. Okay, and some of the products they are also using the stem cell that came from the CMC. We are the one of the partners in Southeast Asia. Okay, only one. Okay, and when we collaborate, when we try to collaborate with them, we set up this an institute called CVMGR. Okay, Cell Vitality Molecular Genetic Research Institute. Why we set up this? Because we are just a marketing company. Okay, so once we come into this, we need to make us come into a very proper structure that we're able to clarify the structure of this partnership. Why? It's very important because you see, they are an institutional for research, a holder of the technology. Okay, they are institutional. So all the patent and rights belong to them. So we are just a marketing company. That's why we collaborate. We set up an SPV. Okay, SPV, special purpose vehicle, and we can also institute together with them. So it allows us, okay, to also working like Johnson & Johnson to collaborate with them by using their technology and know-how to produce a product only belong to us. Okay, that's why. So we're working with the China Academic Science, Pentel, and Sydney universities for the purpose of, okay, we will say, okay, these things we created only for ventures. So we are a marketing company. So we know what market needs. We give this feedback to the factory. They can alter or custom a product based on all requirements. Okay, so the first product come up is the CV8. It's the CV8. The CV8. And that is over incentive trip in South Korea by 2019. Any of you here? Okay. Oh, we were there, right? Remember we visited the two. There's two buildings in Korea. The first one is the institute, the research center. You go in, they let you try to touch the stem cell, show you how strong the antioxidant power. They show you the process of research. And then we move to another place, which is this building. Remember, inside there's a lot of bioreactors. What we call it is like a drum, okay? The bioreactor, where they used to commercialize to. This one, okay? There's all the bioreactors. Inside is the stem cell. Inside the stem cell. In the stem cell, before they going in, they already customize the stem cell. What we want, the component with the standardization, and you're able to measure the compound, and then they maximize it. Okay. Is that amazing, right? Yeah. So you see, company like us, okay, in the past 8 years, okay, by holding the same principle and value as I mentioned, the healing ministry, okay, we come across to produce a few products, but all these products are quite unique, and effective, and that's which really give us a lot of it make us to gone through a very difficult path during the MCO, especially 3-time MCO. We still survive until today. It's because of the product, and also because all of you, the trust and the support. So that's where we visit. We're going batch by batch. So after visit, each of us who has been there, they feel so confident and excited. The first plant stem cell, and we're going to bring this product to Malaysia, and we're going to sell it. Wow, what amazing! Right after coming back, we went to Turkey. Wow, another incentive trip. Yes, this time we're going to make it. Come back. COVID. COVID. So the first COVID, we are still okay. Then open. We're like, oh, it's the time. Boom, another COVID because it's MCO. Until the third MCO hit us very badly. Okay, so during the MCO of 1.5 or 2 years, okay, we have conducted a lot of training online, with awareness or not, you remember or not. We bring the professor from the Korea, the lady from the research team to share about us. The professor JC, the JC Kim come to share with JC Kim come about share with us online. We conduct a lot of training. The problem is the time is the distance is too far away. It's not like here control environment. Okay, I'm the one talk, you listen. Okay, we are very close to each other. Okay, I can capture your attention. I can bring this information to you. I know how much you can absorb it, but online very difficult. That's why we wasn't done it well for the soft launching or for the launching at the first place. But believe me, this is a very powerful technology and product, and we are the one and only now in Malaysia. Another company before us is called Samsung. I forgot the name. They also participate with them, but what they do is they buy the material from them, they repack it here, and claim that they have the same effects. And then the company only buy one batch of the material, and the following batch they make something by themselves. I also claim as the CMC. That's why I think by 2 years ago they already terminated the partnership with this company, and that's make us the one and only strategic alliance partner with Plantel officially. We also put a huge amount of deposit for product development, only for research develop a formula, a product like CV8, like the GSB mask. Okay, so this is the main topic I want to share with you today. Such outstanding technology with products, the one and only plant stem cell. Okay, come with well ginseng stem cell. Okay, with the product CV8 and GSB. You know how many ginsengnocyte I mentioned just the real ginsengnocyte, and it contain in each the pouch of the CV8 is 66 mg per liter. So each pouch is 60 ml, correct? Then you do a conversion. If 1 liter contains 66 mg, so 60 ml contain how much? I give you a very simple heads up. I will be asking the factory how can I show them in an easier way for understanding, and they say each packet, okay, the ginsengnocyte, the amount ginsengnocyte content equivalent 5 or 6 well ginseng. Well ginseng.
The root ginseng.
The ginseng we talk about the roots.
Yeah.
The ginseng is the roots. Okay, it's called a panic ginseng. It's talking about roots. The leaf and flower have other scientific names. Okay, you have any questions so far about the plant stem cell? Any questions?
So you're saying that this ginseng is neither heaty nor cooling.
Oh.
He says the one that in America is cooling.
Oh, okay.
So start ginseng is
Oh, okay.
neutral.
No. This okay. Our ginseng is Korean ginseng. Well, Korean ginseng. You remember just now I showed you the certificate? The certificate I showed you just now? It's a Korean ginseng. Okay. It's the mother plant. I call it the mother plant. Too many files. I try to reopen the file for you to I will better understand. Okay. It's good if you have any question. That's the purpose I'm here today. I'm trying to let you understand about this. See here? This is a Korean ginseng. This is a Korean ginseng. Korean ginseng. That's the mother plant. You know the mother plant is the plant that they auction. They get this plant. It's a live one. And they are very smart. They cut one piece of it. They extract the stem cell, isolated the stem cell. Then they soak the mother plant. They preserve the plant stem cell. Okay, in their plant stem cell tank.
You mean the mother tree is still living on it?
I don't know where is the mother tree, but the stem cell from the mother tree where they preserve the stem cell, the isolator. You get what I mean?
Just one piece only.
They from the one piece they can extract quite numbers of the mother cells. The cells, from the membrane layer. That's their master. We call the master cell. So they keep all these master cell in they call the stem cell bank. The stem cell bank. They preserve it.
Selling in the market, you have
Okay.
to take off the
So, very good question. So from the master cell, what they do, they take some of it, culturing it. From one can become many of it. And then what they do, they do just like I mentioned, they do an enhancement through control temperature, everything. They can alter the stem cell to design the stem cell which carries most of ginseng. Okay? And once confirm that, then they culturing again. After culturing many of it in that bioreactor, they kill all the cells and take out all the components. That's how they do it. I have another process. Maybe I can share you later on. Okay, after I try to search back. It's a process, the entire process. How they get from the mother plant until the end application products. Okay, but your question is more than 50 years. I cannot say it's 60 or 70 years, but more than 50 years. Korean ginseng. Ginseng. Because only ginseng carries all the high bioavailability ginsenoside. That is very effective. You go into Korea, you'll see you buy all the products, remember? They claim that inside have a ginsenoside. If you read carefully, they have numbers of ginsenoside. But the ginsenoside, because we don't know, we don't have knowledge, after that you understand, ginsenoside have a good ginsenoside and bad ginsenoside. The bad ginsenoside cause a lot of heatiness and side effect. The good ginsenoside without this. Why? Because it's undifferentiated cell, the master cell. The master cell, before it differentiated, once differentiated, it become the leaf, become the flower, become whatever it is. Then the genetic code also different, alter already. That's why if you use that part, it carries a lot of something which it's not side effect, it's something that we cannot absorb. Yesterday, I was have a drink with Aiden, with Dr. Anthony. Okay, he's his classmate, MBA classmate. Aiden cannot drink beer. Because after Aiden drink beer, he got this Asian flush. You know Asian flush? Asian flush is allergic because the enzyme inside of the liver cannot break down the alcohol. So the alcohol going to the blood with this kind of a reflush, okay, getting rid. Okay. So it's the same thing. Ginseng also, the ginseng that low bioavailability, the ginsenoside, our body cannot absorb it. That's why they created something like heatiness and others, okay, like side effect. We call side effect, but eventually it's not really a side effect. You understand by definition. It's just something you cannot be absorbed fully. For those which you can absorb, which the high bioavailability. You understand? What does bioavailability meaning? It's something that you can fully absorb, okay, in your system. Yeah, in your system. There are no residues. You see? You understand that? So that's why this is so important. Because there's no way, no other way you're able to get such a goodness from the plant, from such a powerful plant. As I said from beginning, only plant carry this character and ability, healing process, healing. The tree, you cut it, it grow back again. It growing, can grow over 1,000 years. Only plant have this power. Ginseng can live few hundred years. We cannot. That's why those plants carry that particular substance, which the effectiveness. Remember, if you know last time, when the animal injured, they know instinct. That by instinct they know the herbs nearby. They eat it, they can heal it. Correct or not? And this one of the real, very special things called 建筑藻. Porcupine, the things. Huh?
Yeah.
What that thing is, they eat the herbs to healing. Then they grow inside of their and I forgot it's from their bladder or from their liver. They will have very strong anti-inflammations. Correct? You have dengue, you take a little bit, recover very fast. Your blood counts come back very fast, right? Same thing. The herbs, all from the herbs. But if we talk about herbs, then as I said just now, I say the herbs in the summer and in the winter, in different locations, the herbs may carry different components. You cannot standardize it. You cannot quantify it, measure it. If you cannot quantify, you cannot measure. Okay? Then you don't know how effective it can be. Then how you're pricing it, how you're marketing it, all these things, it cannot be achieved. It cannot be commercialized. By this technology, they're able to. It's the first technology they have this breakthrough. So every drop of the CV8 you have it carries the ginseng stem cell, ginsenoside, ginsenoside, a real ginsenoside from ginseng.
It has to be wild because
Yes.
of the environment that grows.
Correct. Yeah, right. You see, if a ginseng live there for more than 50 years, hey, don't talk about ginseng, talk about old man is more than 60 years old, also very experienced already. You have very wisdom, talking with wisdom already, right? Not like a young man like me. Listen something, listen and talk. You're living with you're already very cautious. You already predict something, the risk is coming. All this instinct is throughout the life experience. That is inside our system. Let's make sure us can avoid some of the dangers, Plants also, we can run away, plant cannot run. If they cannot run, what they can do is the ability to adopt into the environment. That gives the plant such very strong power. That's why. So you see, if a young plant in a very nice environment, you think they're able to generate this kind of regions? No way. That's why in Chinese they always say that 这个叫做在养在花圃里面的花very fragile. Those plants, those trees living in a very crucial environment, they have very strong bioavailability. they use this example to talk to illustrate as a person we are. If we gone through a lot of hard, tough in the life, then we're getting strong. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So this is
Normally you take this one is during empty stomach, morning or night time.
Okay. We're having this one morning and night. Morning and empty stomach will be good. Okay. Before, if trying to avoid, the best is if you can do, if you really cannot do, you try to avoid your during 30 minutes or 45 minutes from your meal, because you drink it. Where to absorb all this nutrient is through our intestine, and this is the liquid form. Okay, so when you go in the time, okay, if you can drink after take, you can drink a little bit warm water. Okay, the absorption is better. It's better.
Is
Okay.
it like if I take it night time, will it be like you cannot sleep if you are very alert?
I would say like iron laser. Okay, they always have 5%, 5 to 10%, or 5 to 10% of the person. They're quite sensitive. The body in nature is quite sensitive. So that's why, in general, if I say everyone take at night, then some of them say I cannot after take. They take water, they also cannot sleep. You see what I mean? They're quite very sensitive. Even I'm laser. So we say that okay, after 40 or 1 hour after your meal, your dinner, you take it. So everyone is happier. Okay. So most important is if you can continue taking it for over a month, you definitely will be benefit. But throughout the MCO, I faced a lot of challenges, or company faced a lot of challenges with promoting this product. Why? Because they are taking CV8 together with M-Laser. So we are up in the M-Laser has been there for 8 years. We have thousands of testimonials, right? That's what we are here today. So whether these things is coming, the benefit from CV8 or M-Laser, this confusion, And some more, the CV8 or pricing strategy, I won't say it's wrong, because this product is not expensive, but it carry a very good value. Okay, but the time when we launch it without explanation and education, people feel like quite heavily when you buy. You see 600 for one box. Okay, wow. Some of them after take they put water inside. Wow, shake. Okay, true or not? Why? Because but I'm very happy and to share with you, the testimonials start to come out from 1.5 months, 2 months ago. Okay, there are a few groups in Penang. Okay, there is a nurse, is a senior nurse. The father suffered from cancer. They complete half of the chemotherapy, stopped because all the body really counts dropped very much. It cannot complete the entire chemotherapy. So he asked the doctor, can I give my father try this? The doctor said, yeah, if you want to try, no problem, because we can't help much also. So first day 1 sachet, second starting increasing 2 sachets until 4 sachets a day, according to her. I think at the days 10 or day 7 or days 10, all the body come back to able to support the doctor to complete the entire chemotherapy. And after that, he continued to take over 1 to 2 months. Now he walk like, he's like a normal person already. Oh, she's so happy. And the case, and because of that, she has been giving her friends and families who suffering from similar problems. So far we see CV8. It's a bit contract because iron laser is a product like seen like for everything. It's been helping for 80 over type of health issues. CV8 also is a very powerful product, like a product for all, product for healing. You can see healing. Once you say healing can be everything, right? It's very big. So the effect from which one? It's contradicting each other. Okay. Now, our strategy we understand. If you have a friend okay, who's suffering from all these diseases, or after operation, or in the healing process, use CV8. For maintaining two sachets a day, for treatment 4 sachets a day. You can see result in 3 days.
Cancer patient also.
Cancer patient, sure.
After chemo.
During the chemo also can. During the chemo also can. So you can identify the changes through the lab report. Before and after, you can see the reading, the blood count, everything come back. You see, 80% of people die is not die from cancer. It die from cancer-related infection diseases. Because after you did the chemo, your immune drop nearly, they kill everything. They kill immune cell, everything. Then you're very easily to be infected. When you're in the hospital somewhere, very easily to be infected. Once you're infected, you die not because of the cancer. The cancer has, the illness kill you before the cancer. 80%. So that's why to rebuild the metabolism, to rebuild the system, CV8 is very, you cannot find a product and compare with it. You see, my family and my mom, after taking the first 1 or 2 days, they take CV8, you feel very 很好睡. Say, wow, your product good. I say, why my product is good? I feel very, I can sleep very well. Oh, and then I say, oh, that triggered the healing process. Okay, you can find a product in the market. After you're taking it, you can see this supplement how good is that supplement how good. But in terms of technology, in terms of the substance application, I'm so confident to say so far this is a very, very, very promising product. Very promising. Okay, so that's why I won't take this opportunity when I come back or we come back to Kuching again. I want to have started again with this healing ministry with you, together with this technology. Yeah.
So what kidney problem? People suffering from kidney damage undergoing dialysis.
Kidney failure, yes. Kidney failure, dialysis, yes. Dialysis, yes. Dialysis you use together with ion laser. Ion laser is very good for water retention. Water retention. If you felt very good, and with the CV, you can rebuild your immune. Very important. Okay, and PSR also, and PSR because they give you the electrolytes. Okay. Any questions?
Do we need to drink more water when we take CV8?
With or without CV8, drinking water is something good for you. With or without CV8, drinking water is something good. Building this habit. But drinking CV8, after drinking CV8 with some warm water, will definitely help you to absorb fast because the water can help you to circulation, promote your circulation.
More dilution.
And even you see when you talk about detoxification, very important part of detoxification is not what you take, is what you take together with the water. Get cleansing through your urine or through your past motion. Water is a very good agent to get out all your toxicities. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you want to use the toilet washroom, or you want me to continue?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What about the medication that we are taking? Will it
No effect. No
affect
effect.
at all?
No effect. It's totally different mechanism.
So
Drugs and
what's
supplements.
the time lapse before you take
If you really worry, so
medication?
I mean, to me, drugs and supplements, they work in different paths.
So it won't
They work in different paths because when you take a drugs once you go in, immediately the release time about 35 minutes, 30 minutes to 35 minutes. It already go into your blood. You see, but supplements or like CV8, they're working different mechanism. They go into your body, the slow release, okay, because it's a compounded components. So it's working over a period of time. Okay, it's relatively slow process, slow healing. Okay, so it's not effect, no contradiction. No contradiction. But if you want to do, what you can do, you can try this, okay? You take CV8 first. 1 hour after you take your drugs. The effect of drugs will be better.
Because I find that I need
Well, what do you take? What drugs do you take?
steroid
Steroid. For what? Why do you take
for
steroid?
my injury tumor.
Oh, okay, wow.
I have to be prescribed because doctor says that this is what the injury glands will produce a steroid for body,
Alright.
but the factory is not working. So I have to take artificial
Artificial
steroids.
How many? What is the units? 5.
50 and 25, 79.
How long
once a
already?
day.
How long already?
6 o'clock.
How long
10 years,
already?
10
Huh?
years.
Yes.
6 o'clock and 2 o'clock. That's the time I
Time,
take.
Yeah. 2 times.
Uh,
You're trying to do before. Try CV8 before.
so that it should be 1 hour.
1 hour. This is not exactly, like my mom is type of person. You say 1 hour, it really like 59 minutes, 59 seconds. This one, take it. My mom is type of person. She's a hyper disciplined. Oh, every day she might, 7 o'clock I'm going for jogging. So he called me, hey son, can you do these things for me? I said, why? Because 7 something I was doing that thing. I said, can you change? No, I already fixed my time. She's the type, you tell her, you do like this, exactly, she's very serious one. She really doing. So to me, this one, half an hour to 1 hour is okay. It's okay. Don't give yourself too much pressure. Relax a bit, chill a bit. So, try this, okay. You take it, the CV8, over 1 or 2 months. Okay, you test people to check it, 3 months or half a year, you check it. If you can reduce the dosage you take, that's the problem. Okay, but since your case is like no others, your one is quite okay. Steroid for you is
So
okay.
I'm asking, have you come across people using this CV8 or eye laser that the tumor has come down?
No, frankly speaking, we never conduct a clinical trial on that. You see, because it's not our direction. We are no drugs for cancer or for tumors. We are supplements with this kind of claim and functions in general. Okay, so I tell very frankly, we didn't conduct this kind of a clinical trial. Today I share with them. The clinical trial is under control environment, is control group. So they're able to know the effect and they can measure it. They come with a report proven in general this product have this kind of impact. That is very important for we call 临床实验, clinical trial. But in our case, we never conduct cases like that because we are not drugs or treatment for particular tumor issues. Okay, so what we can do, you can ask all the doctors like that. Okay, if you're taking some of the supplements, which is a benefit you become a case study. Case study and trial is different. You become a case study. So you say, okay, this is the approach I do. You can share this with others, and we can promote it or help you to share with the case. Someone case like you want to try it? That is what we can do, or very frankly speaking. And I think it's very irresponsible also to tell you that, okay, this one can treat this one, no. Yeah. But theoretically, it may promote and help. But how much we really don't know. Because trial is very risky for us. One trial may kill our company. Don't talk about the cost, the time it takes. You see, the manpower, the financial support to complete the trial. For us, we are not a multi-billionaire medical company. We are very simple. we know this technology very good. Okay, we use this technology, apply into our products. Okay, we are a marketing company. Okay, but we also, the reason I love this industry because the first time when I launched this, last time I'm the supplier, I didn't know we are partner, we are supplying. The first time I come to this company, I start to learn. Okay, then at the first, everyone laughing like us. Whoa, you sell a watch? They say you sell a big watch. How to sell? You sell so expensive big watch at the time. Okay, the launch at the time is 2,000, 3,000 something, 2008, 3,000. The value. Okay, at the first 1 or 2 months, it's really, really challenging for us. We even doubted of ourselves by that time. But now, with all the testimonial like this, let's build the confidence. Same thing. Okay, yeah. So I try to speed up a little bit. Okay, any question we leave after this? Because another thing I want to focus is the GSP mask. Another product we have newly launched, and this product so far the most successful product. Most successful pre-launching product we had in our history. Okay, the reason we launched this product very successful, one of it is because this product is very effective, very effective. The second thing is, and it's very good matching with our current marketing system. Okay, so I think this is important, and to treasure, to utilize the time I have with you, I think this is a product you can really take a look into it. Okay, so this product is called GSP mask. GSP stands for ginseng stem cell bionic mask. Okay, you follow me, but I will to show you why we have such a name. And today we showed the skin start to aging from age of 25. Okay, then we're starting facing all these problems for our skin. You see, beauty industry is such a big market. Okay, so Malaysia is quite slow compared with Korea, Japan, even China and Hong Kong. In Taiwan, Hong Kong, and China, average mask per person, ladies we are talking about, a year is about from 800 to 1,000 pieces of mask. They are less used the Botox. Okay, why? Because very hot. Everyone I cry also like this. This is the Botox. Some use Botox to get your face very shape and someone using your injection of what? Hyaluronic acid, right? Very good water. You can hold the water, give you the moisture, the firming. But problem is, after injection, the effect only lasts less than 2 months. Okay, after 2 months, you go back again. The doctor very happy to serve you. That's why you see all the aesthetic clinic here. They are renovated so beautifully because every piece of these things are contribute from your efforts. Okay, your old salary is like, I think they are better. They're better than insurance. Every 2 months I go to top up your credits. Why? Because they knows that after 2 or 3 months, maximum 4 months, you come back again. Ladies, beauty. Natural, you cannot, when you say something beauty, cannot already. Sleep at the back thinking about, okay, tomorrow what time I'm going to injection. So it's a very big market. The trend is something easy, handy, effective, and then minimum of side effect or allergics. So that's why before this we have one serum, the CMC serum, okay? But the problem with serum is once you open it, it's very easy to oxidize. The product is easy to open, put there, another 2 minutes after, or you forgot to close it back. At that time, during the 2 to 3 minutes, it's oxidized. Every day you open it, it's oxidized very fast. Okay. And second thing, you only apply in a very limited area of your face. So it cannot, it doesn't have very immediate effects. Okay. But you may feel like the moisture is very good, the effect, or you don't feel oily. Okay. But over a period of time, the effect is not as good as a mask. Okay. And secondly, it's quite costly also. Quite costly. So when we start to give this feedback and come to develop a product like this, okay, our mask is medical grade. Okay, it's a medical grade mask. So we made three major technology, okay, consist in this mask. The number one is ginseng stem cell. As I showed you earlier on, remember the ginseng component, how does it affect towards the skin, our skin cells, inflammations, healing, okay? Here, these are the components. So in overall, ginseng stem cell towards our skin have two major functions. One is to activate your skin cells. Okay. Another two is promote skin metabolism. It's very important. You see the young girls below 25 years old, it's very hard for them to have pigments. Even though they are genetically okay, from the parents they have, but very light. Even they go out under the sunburn, come back 1 week, 2-3 days, it recover already because the skin metabolism very fast. Okay, so the dark spot cannot aggregate at the skin level. Okay, but when you're getting after 25, especially after 30, you find out that your pigmentation are getting, especially Malaysian. Okay, skin products or beauty products are very affected by geographical locations, especially the climates. You see, as a full season countries, the skincare totally different from the skincare they sell in South Asia. Because the weather, the humidity, there have been more nourishing. But when you bring here, that kind of nourishing become a big burden for you because it causes a blockage. You feel very oily. Here you need more moisturizing. People dry skin moisturizing. Not Malaysia because you're under a lot of aircon. So that's why ginseng are good for activated skin cell. Okay, they can help you to rebuild and regenerate your epithelial layer. Okay, and also can help you to enhancing your metabolism. That you see you have dark spot after you take over maybe 1 week or 10 days, your dark spot getting lighter. Okay, we already have a testimony. So that is the first technique we are inside of this mask. Second thing is hyaluronic acid. Okay, remember for beauty, three things, the three major steps: cleansing, moisturizing, and sunblock. You get these three steps correct, your skin will be fine. If you have more money, then you buy essence, eye cream, but that three things is a foundation. You agree with me? I need beautician here. These three things. Okay. So moisturizing is very important. That's why hyaluronic acid so far is the best property for lock up the moistures. Okay. Here we are using another technology called 3D component hyaluronic acid. Why 3D? Okay, because our hyaluronic acid will penetrate into 3 layers. 3 layers. How we achieve that as a result? We are using 5 types of hyaluronic acid. 5 types, no 1 type. So 5 types is different from molecular size, molecular weight. We are using a type from 3,000 Daltons until 1.2 million Daltons. The heavier, the bigger the sizes, mean the bigger of the molecular size, mean the bigger molecular size. The smaller is smaller. The smaller one can penetrate to the deepest layer. So why we use 5 different types? So it allows us to penetrate into the 3 layers medium molecules, small molecule, ultra low, we're able to penetrate in 3 different layers. Remember just now I talked about skin layers? So that's why after using the mask, immediately you see the firming effect. Immediately. Okay? And why I say our mask is medical grade. In the market, they are using up to 0.05% of the hyaluronic acid. But here we are using 0.5, which is 10 times higher than the market rate. Okay? Why? Because later I will explain. Because over the special paper we are using. And because we're using 5 types of hyaluronic acid, automatically the total amount of hyaluronic acid increases. That's why the effect is very, very prominent. So where does this hyaluronic acid came from? There are few approaches to get this hyaluronic acid. Number one, the old days are using the beef bone, the chicken, the corn. Okay, but because the bird flu, because of the mad cow disease and all this, the natural foam is very not easy to. It don't have a long lasting effect. It's not stable as well. But it becomes synthetic foam. Okay, synthetic foam is bring down the cost, but it's cause some sensitive skin. So in the past few years, what commonly using is we call it microbial fermentation. Okay, it's a true plant. A plant we do a fermentation. You know, like natto. They still come all this what do you call it? The thickness getting more and more because this is like a fermenter process. Same like here. We are coming from this plant, this mushroom, like mushroom pine. You grind to the powder form, to ferment it. It's just like natto. Okay, they produce, they attract to the sodium hyaluronic. The potency is so high, up to 98%. And then it's very cost effective, very cheap. That's why, and then zero sensitivity by using this type of hyaluronic acid. So the third technology we are using is the nanofiber, or called the bionic net. That's where the B came from. What does the meaning of the bionic? Function. Function means, bionic means that we are trying to create something to copy or trying to replicate the function or features of some subjects. Okay, here the bionic net, we're trying to create something similar to the skin. Skin bionic, we call it skin bionic. Something similar to the skin functions. So you find, how many of you have using our mask? You try one. You think that very thin, right? Very thin. It's just like our skin. I told you why we have to. I say it's not we are the one to design that. It's just when it comes into formulation, product development, we are choosing what type of material suits to our objective in product development. And then the product has to be suitable for Malaysian customer. Okay, we are using this ultra fine nanofiber. Okay, this very thin, fine fiber paper. Okay, just like your skin. The texture is like your skin, you know, very soft like skin. The reason is once you apply on it for 25 minutes, okay, the difference between other paper mask, they have a one way of penetration. Why I call it one way? Because other mask, the paper mask, using for 15 minutes, you need to quickly leave it up. Because otherwise it suck back the moisture and the nutrients. They resuck back. But for this material, it's one-way release. Means it's so close to your skin, it's like one layer of the skin can retain the temperature, so that it can keep on release one way. It won't be sucked back. How to identify? After 25 minutes, you leave out the paper, all the moisture stay on your face. Correct? All the moisture on the face. You know, like others, after 25 minutes, all the moisture is sucked back by the paper. This is different. So that allows us, okay, can give a best effect and results. Okay, so that's the one of the key technique we are using here. So This mask able to achieve 6 major functions. This is medical grade. This is medical grade mask. So I want you to use it. This is for clinical trial on all the functions. I want to try it for 28 days. When I was in Penang and other cities, I asked to continue use for 28 days.
Every day.
Every day, 28 days. You know why? I never do a comparison for masks. Usually people say before, after, correct? No? But all the masks before and after, you see the effects eventually. You definitely see some effect before and after. But why we here is 28 days? Because this clinical trial. After 4 weeks, which is about 28 days, you see your epidermal layer, the dermis layer getting thicker and thicker. The ginseng stem cell and with the hyaluronic acid can rebuild, reactivate your skin cell, rebuild. So your fine line getting smoother. This test shows you. So I recommend you continue 28 days. You will see the result, the permanent result. It's not temporary, permanent result before and after. Before and after. This product, we sold 10,000 boxes within 1.5 months. Within 1.5 months.
And we use more than 25 minutes.
Sorry?
And we use more than
25 minutes is good enough already.
And do we have to wash it off?
It's a good question. Later I explain how to use it. Okay. So today we have a free sample for you. Go back and try it. For gentlemen, okay, the effect is faster. Serious. So you see, we do a test under the we call the electronic microscope. You see this is the green color representing the energy level of your cells before and after. Means your cell has been activated, your skin cell has been activated. Okay, I get some case study from Korea when they started off by using the ginseng stem cell as a functional ingredients for mask. Okay, we are targeted at all this, some acne, allergic especially. Okay, we are not doing like before after use, because that is a common approach. Today we are promoting a medical grade mask. Okay. So you can see, in 3 or 5 days, okay, the effect. So that's different from the eye cream or essence, because even you lift up the entire face, the skin, when it's getting firming, of course this area will automatically be smoothened up. This is the launch we are launching on 16th of September. This is a beautician in KL. He went back to KL. He used for 7 days. He sent me this. You see this acne and his pigments. 7 days. He was so excited. He's supposed to booking for another brand for 200 boxes. He shifted the whole order to our mask. You see, this is so far this is the best mask he has ever used. Okay, so we are our mask is medical grade, where we have 0 burden. We are not contain any of these 9 items, which is very harmful to our skin. None of it. That's why we are medical grade. So we also did a market comparison for you. Compare with all GSP masks. Those are the brands I think you are made familiar with. CCD, Paris, Shiseido, Shiseido, or Chanel. Sure, ladies, Chanel. Okay, gentleman's nightmare. Okay, La Mer, the nightmare of the nightmare. Okay, and then Lancome. You heard all this brand, right? Okay, you compare with all this. Compare with all this, we are using. Compare with all this, we are only using. Sorry. We are only using 15 streamlined ingredients. It's 15. Okay. But others like more than 30, 35 I think Chanel is about 39 ingredients. La Mer 60 ingredients. The more ingredients, the content of the ingredients, more of it, the higher the risk of skin allergy. Okay, so those big brands doesn't mean it's good for you. Ladies, when you choose the skincare, the number one is what? The smell. Agree with me or not? You always, the smell is good. You'll be always attracted by the smell, the branding, and then the last is the effects. Okay, so they use a lot of ingredients to adjust the smell. The smell, the texture, especially the texture, but compromise in the safety. So you find out the big brand like even the Shiseido and all this La Mer, some people using it get skin allergy, sensitivity. For our product, we have none of this, zero sensitivity. Why I'm so confident? Because we just complete our SGS report, full scanning report. We test these 5 areas. Hazard, which is the heavy metal. Okay, this acrylamide is there's something to trying to make the liquid to be firming together. Okay, like starch. But this one causes cancer. Pesticide. Okay, glycol, and irritation test. The whole test I share with you later. I have another file if I have time I show you. Okay. Let me see. I have the phone. The whole test takes 2.5 months to complete. Okay, this is the one, the first the microorganism. All these bacteria. We have none of the bacteria. Okay, as I mentioned just now. You see how many items we test for the pesticide? How many? All non-detected. Okay? Is that convincing or not? See, this is our product. They take a photo, put a number. So this is our product is this result. The second part of the report is not here. I try to see. I think it's this one. Correct. You see, for skin irritation, we call classification test. There are 4 women testing for 14 days. Okay? And then there are 8 grades of sensitivity. From 0 to 8. We are all 0. That's why I'm so confident to tell you this product is medical grade. Why? Because it's very safe. And then if you have sensitive skin, this is the best choice. So far we sold 10,000 boxes within 1.5 months. None complaint, 0 complaint. That's why I feel this is the most successful product launching in our history. Okay, so we have very good response in Miri, in this KK. But when I come to Kuching, I ask